Okay, so this is season 3, episode 5, and we are here interviewing Brian and Jon. They both had pretty stellar seasons so far. So how you guys doing?
Doing
Pretty
good.
good.
Got a
How are
meet
you?
on Saturday. Feeling good about that.
Nice. Jon, how are you?
I'm doing good. Excited about that meet. Doing a relay with Brian.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's the Luox games? That's that one?
It's the Laux games, but
Laux
that's in
games.
like a
Okay.
few weeks. But we're doing the 4x8 on Saturday. It's me, John, Julian, and Busa.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, when you said John and then Busa, I thought it was never mind. Okay, yeah, but I guess just to jump right into things, yeah, you guys have both had pretty stellar seasons so far. I mean, I have it written down on this thing in front of me, but okay, so John, you ran 4:45, right?
Yeah.
As a freshman. Like that's
Mhm.
that's pretty intense. So what are your what, Jonah?
No, I didn't hear the question. What was it?
I said that's electric.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's electric. But yeah, no.
Thanks for
So
the input, John.
I guess break down that race for us. When did that happen? Like, what was the whole deal behind that?
I was just told to run in second basically the entire race behind Brian's friend Doug. I cannot pronounce his last name. And I just stuck with him most of the race. And on the final turn of the last lap, I tried to get ahead on it. And I just accidentally kept the same pace throughout the entire thing and burned out.
Okay,
Still got third though. So
nice.
happy about that.
So you tried to do like a sit and kick type of thing?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because that's what I usually do, but didn't have enough this time.
Well, I mean, good. That means you ran hard, you know? Do you think you could have run faster, or was that like all out the whole time?
That was all out.
Okay. That's amazing. Yeah, you should definitely be proud of that as a freshman. That's I mean, as a freshman, I ran 4:57. You know, like that's a lot
I
faster
ran
than that.
4:45.
You ran 4:45.
I ran 4:57 as well. And
Yeah.
now I'm
Well,
washed
you
up.
guys are slow, but have you run before? Like, is this your first year running, or did you run in middle school and stuff?
I ran in middle school, but I was doing really well in 8th grade, and I was actually short distance then. I was doing the 200 mainly.
What made you switch?
Coach saw me as a 2-miler for some reason, and that kind of stuck.
Okay. How do you like it so far?
I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. The team's great. The coaches are amazing.
Yeah.
But having a lot of fun with it.
Good. You know, that jump from, sprinter to 2-miler, that can't be an easy one. And I'm sure there's been a lot of hard workouts, and I'm sure it's been a lot of hard work. So that's that's pretty crazy. Go for you, man.
Thanks.
Was
You can go, right?
Oh, sorry. What was running like your main sport before, or like a lot of people played soccer, but most people really do track like in like freshman year and stuff, just because it's track. It's a sport to do.
I was originally doing basketball, but I got cut from that. I mainly stuck with basketball because I was tall. Still, I'm pretty tall for my age. So, stay with that. And my dad did cross country and track in college, so they made me do it, and I enjoyed it.
Where'd
But
your dad
in my
run?
first race in 7th grade, I ran with my hands in my pockets. My dad was furious at that.
Why? Why did you run your hands in your pockets?
It was cold. Okay.
Okay, you do you.
What race distance?
It was the mile. Basically, everything in 7th and 8th grade was the mile.
You ran the mile with your hands in your pockets. That's amazing.
That sounds like a rob.
It's like Tony's Naruto run.
Yeah. Brian, were you here for Tony's Naruto run?
Yeah, that was legendary. I was in 8th grade when Tony was a freshman. I remember we went up to like I think Bodon
No.
took the last straightaway with Jeremy, and Tony just launched his hands back and he was zooming.
It propelled him
Outkicked
forward.
Jeremy. That was the funny part. He fucking outkicked Jeremy.
That was just
So bad. It was such a funny race.
Yeah, I wonder if there's actually anything mental. There's got to be something mental behind like just Naruto running. Like just
He probably thought it would make it faster. Like it does, I guess. Like that, it was down a hill. So
I mean,
I
it
get
happened.
it.
gives you some adrenaline, maybe. Well, I guess a kick does the same thing.
He
Yeah,
just has adrenaline
Yeah.
veins, and he decided to go run.
he was,
Or he was asserting dominance.
or he was asserting dominance. Yeah, that
Yep.
can also be a
It's
thing.
like me urinating on you guys in freshman year.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
He got a little off topic.
Brian, though, I do want to hear about just like how we heard about John's 4:45. Let's hear about your 4:36.
Yeah, so it was the same day. It was I think both of our opening miles for the season. I felt pretty good. They took it out like every invitational. People like seem to care about times more than place at that point. They took it out hard. I think they went out in like 63, 64 maybe. The top few guys. This kid from Mount Sinai really took it out fast and held that for the first 2 or 3 laps. And I think I went out in around 10th maybe and just tried to move up. And I was trying to stick with this particular guy from one of the other schools. And I just would not let him go. And he kind of just propelled me at that point. And I kept moving up. Yeah.
Good. So when you say it went out fast, did you also go out hard, or did you control yourself a little bit?
Oh, that's where I was kind of. I found myself in like the back of the race in the beginning, probably in about like 10th, maybe even further back than that. I probably went out in 68 because I was kind of focused on hitting my splits. So I wanted to get as close to 4:30 as possible. And I think this was like a good opportunity to get like my feet wet with some strategy for this spring. Cause I haven't run a mile outside in a year. Yeah, just about a year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's been a while.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say, but anyway, what did the winner run?
Right.
What?
What did the winner of the heat run? Because if they went out in 63, were they sub 420?
I believe Rosenblatt actually won it in 4:25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Brian, we have the same PR now.
I think you ran 4:37, Jonah.
Oh no, I think I ran 4:36. Pretty sure of it.
I'm going on mile split after this.
Okay.
Brian, you're 1 second slower than me right now. I'm just putting it out there. In 10th grade, I ran 4:35.83. So if you run that, you'll get a prize.
I'm working on it, Andrew.
It's undisclosed what that prize is.
As soon as I get that third lap down, my third lap was in 73.
Oh, wait, it was?
So-
Okay.
Yeah, so I think my third lap was 73, and then my last lap was like 68, 67 maybe. Because I was just at that point. Like,
How many more opportunities do you have to run the mile this season?
It really depends what I want to go for. Because in counties, I might go for the steeplechase. So they changed it like this year from previous years. So divisions is now counties, and counties is now the state qualifier meet. I guess because like other sports, like comparatively, it was easier to win counties than like track. I don't know. I was kind of confused about the reasoning, but now counties is divisions. So you can win counties.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
I like
so
that.
3K steeple and that. I've been doing quite a bit of practice. Like after the runs, I'll jump over a few steeples. All the distance guys have really. We've been doing a lot of hurdle mobility. You started us on that, Anthony.
You guys are still doing it?
Yeah, we are. Not as much. I would say probably consistently once a week, maybe twice a week.
Hey, I mean, that's better than nothing.
Mhm.
But I'm happy you guys are doing that because even I don't have access to hurdles, so I can't do it. Well, I guess I could because you don't technically need hurdles, but I
You
don't.
could use.
What's that?
I said you could use your bed frame.
Not even because I have a bunk bed. It's like 6 feet tall, so I'll step over that.
You could use a friend.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's like 3'6".
Yeah,
I'm bend over.
dude. There's some short people at Penn State. I can make it work.
Just pick one off the street.
Yeah.
Just pick one up. Grab him by the collar. Just go. You're coming with me.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, that I mean, you both broke down your races for us. So where does that put you now? What are your expectations? And I guess, I mean, I for the question I wrote down, what is your expectations for the next few years? But let's start off with the season. Like, where do you want to go with the season, and then where do you want to go with the next few years? John, I guess you answer first. Yeah, because
Well, this year I don't know how many times I'm gonna run the mile again. Probably another, I guess maybe an 800. But my coach is mainly putting me in the 800 and 400, and actually the 2 mile. So I don't know how many other opportunities I'm gonna get for the mile. But yeah, I'm really excited because next week I'm doing a double invitational where I'm doing the 400, 800, and 4x8. So I'm gonna hope to
Okay.
do well in that, maybe get some new PRs.
That's at St. Anthony's. You're doing that, John?
Yeah, the double St. Anthony meet.
Oh, okay. It's a 2-day meet.
okay.
Yeah.
What did you say your athletic background was again for like sports you've done before?
Mainly basketball. Never school though, like only club.
Okay.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I what's that?
I said me too, John. I played CYO for quite a few years before going full track.
See, that was my parents. I don't even know if I don't remember if they forced me to or not play basketball, but I just remember hating it. Like I despise it so much.
Anthony, I feel like you would be one of those people that are just horrible at basketball. I don't know
It's
why.
so bad.
I don't know why. There's some people that are just really bad. I feel like.
Yeah,
I don't know. You give me that vibe.
I
That's
cannot.
okay.
I cannot.
You can run 419.
Yeah, that's about it. But okay, yeah, no. So I guess do you have any times you're shooting for? Or you just kind of like, you're gonna go out and you're just gonna give it your all, see what happens.
Basically that, yeah. I'm not shooting for anything just yet, but just hoping to improve.
And like for you personally, when you get on the line at a big meet, what's going through your head? Are you calm? Are you nervous at all? Because I remember specifically for me at St. Anthony's, I would get really nervous.
No, I'm definitely nervous, but when I think of that, I just try and get my footing right. That's why I just think about making sure that I have the right hand forward, got the right foot back, and that distracts me enough.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Just kind of making sure you're doing what you can right, keep it in your control.
Yeah.
Brian, what about you for expectations?
Pretty similar to John's philosophy. I'm just looking to improve every race, hopefully, just get a little faster, work on some minor details, and I have some goals in mind at West Hampton Beach. This weekend, I'd like to go sub 10 in the 2 mile. So I'm going to try to pace pretty ambitiously there. We'll see. Probably go out in around like low 450s, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
What just like a little side question. Has the training changed, do you think, in the past ever since we left? Because I feel like, I don't know, the fact that you feel this confident, trying to go sub 10 in the 2 mile, I know that was a really bad event for pretty much all of the seniors. Where's that confidence coming from? Do you think you're just more of naturally of a distance guy, or have you been training more mileage, or what is the right?
One thing I noticed last year, I think, is when we were doing pretty much the same, mileage wise. Maybe you guys were doing 5-10 more miles at like the peak of spring track, really. But your workouts were obviously different. I think I'm doing quite a bit more mileage now, probably hanging out around like 40 miles a week, 45 on average. So yeah. And the coaches have been working on like a precedent of sub 10:30. I think they really want to get that to be like the normal, like that's the new standard. Like everyone should be running sub 10:30.
Yeah. Mhm.
I like having like a standard for like the varsity guys.
Like if you're not running sub 10:30, like we've got to have 15 guys probably going sub 5 and then 10 under 10:30. So we're looking good.
So wait, what changed? Is it just people are getting better? Because I remember, last year or even during cross country or winter track, it was a lot of 11-minute range.
Mm-hmm. I think we have a great group of guys that came in this year. The freshman guys, John, we got Brandon, handful of other guys that have just been working hard and just mentally, like we're working together as a team and just trying to get better, like collectively, which I really like and I enjoy.
Good.
Yeah. How's that been? Because it seemed like there was like a bit of like, not like beef, but like when I was there at like the practices over winter, there seemed to be like a bit of like things seemed a little bit dead for some reason. Like people seemed down for whatever reason. I don't know if I'm just sensing something wrong, but I don't know. People were telling me that like things are off. It seems like things are a lot better with the team right now, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things off. Some people weren't like there all the time. I mean, we had some guys that weren't like present, kind of given 50%, 80%. But I think with like the new presidents we have, like or precedents, I think I pronounced that wrong, but of like the times, like to be good and like what everyone should be doing. I think that's really healthy for the team and makes us feel like if one guy's running a 10-minute 2-mile, it's like gives people something to chase instead of someone run 11 minutes and someone run 10 minutes. And that just feels like so far. I think a lot of guys are just hungry at this point.
That's a good way to, I mean, because if you can develop a team culture where it's sort of the way you said it, everyone's hungry, then
Mm-hmm.
it's really chasing a goal is probably, and a goal can be beating your teammates. Chasing a goal like that or having something like that to push you can be what determines, success or failure ultimately. Because I mean, even in a race, specifically in a race, if you're running that race and you're not in a pack, you're out there between the two packs or something like that, you're much more likely to give up. But if you're up there with the front pack, or even if, that backpack catches up to you, you're a lot more likely to stick with that pack instead of continuing to drop back. So it's just having someone to chase, having something to run for and with is kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's my
No, yeah, I think that the culture like on our team has only seemed to improve for the past like few years. And I think that's why our team started getting better in general. It's not a coincidence. It's not even that the training changed all that much. It's that the attitude and everyone's attitude and our collective like hunger only grew, and it's kind of like a feedback loop. Once you have one person who really wants it, you're going to get more and more and more. And hopefully that snowball effect continues for you guys. It seems like it is. You have a lot of good leaders on the team.
I have a question for both of you now, and it leads off of this. What do you think actually, if you had to pick one factor, is the factor that contributes to people being quote unquote hungry?
John, you want to answer that one first?
That's a big question.
On your team.
One factor that makes me hungry.
Yeah, or you or the team. Just like what keeps everyone in it in it, chasing their goals.
I think just knowing that you're like not the only guy. Like, there's a million other people that want it, but I mean, if you're out of it for a second, you're out, and you just gotta be hungry, like you said, and keep chasing it and be active with it. And I think just wanting to be like the best runner you could be, really. It sounds kind of cheesy, but just being the best runner, athlete, teammate you could be, it just keeps everybody hungry. And the times, seeing your teammates run fast times, I think definitely keeps you hungry. Your competitors, some other guys scattered throughout the county, maybe like in your grade. I'm sure you did this when you were in high school. You see what, when you were a freshman, maybe you would go up against other freshmen, and there'd be like a big rivalry between you guys trying to beat them because you wanted to be like the best freshman, maybe.
I actually, I have a prime example for you. Let's see if
Prime
a prime example. Where is this? Here it is. You ready for this? See this list? Might not. Okay.
I don't see it at all.
Here, wait. See that list? Well, you don't need to read the list, but the list. That is a list that I wrote before the pandemic when the cross country season was going to be normal. That was every single person I had to beat from the last state qualifier that was returning. Como was two people in front of me on that list.
I miss that. So I miss that county kind of competition, having those guys you just wanted to. Oh,
yeah.
That's the worst thing about COVID, because we lost that for a year and it was over.
Yeah.
Even having that, just like, especially since you don't really know the guys, you can kind of just like make up something in your head.
Yeah, in my head, obviously I know Como, but in my head, every single one of these people was
he's an asshole
person, and I wanted to destroy them.
Yeah, Como's really big, so.
About like that animosity toward these other guys in the county is there's a few guys that I've gotten pretty friendly with from racing them. We've actually gone on a few runs together too.
Yeah, I think that's a much better way to be. I got to be honest.
Yeah, but every now and then you gotta, like, flip them off or something. Just be a dick,
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference between having that in here and actually like throwing heads.
Just don't get in a fight. But some like friendly competition is always good. You don't want to view these. You don't want to look up to these guys too much, but you also like you want to keep it like
a workout.
Yeah.
What, Brian?
Exactly. Which I think it's healthy that way. The way you guys are doing it.
So here, let's see.
Jon, if you found yourself looking at other freshmen on our team or just freshmen on other teams and wanting to go for them?
Yeah, actually on our team. Depends if Scriven gets healthy or not. I think he's the biggest. Or maybe Tim Brown, I'm just saying. Tim's gonna come out of nowhere, I feel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My method was to just pee on them. I don't know if anyone but Anthony and Jonah get this, but I'm just gonna put that out there. That's always an option.
Tell the story. You have to say it.
I don't even know what the story is.
I don't know what this is.
I remember the story.
Oh, I didn't literally pee on them. I don't think, right?
No, you didn't actually pee on us.
I didn't actually pee on them. But I think one of the first like interactions I had with them, I was brought up in 8th grade, like Brian. And so I was like a little bit better freshman year because I ran an extra year. And they were the most competitive freshmen by far, them and Fletcher. And I think one of the first things I said to them was like, I'm gonna pee on you. You're my territory. And that was pretty much the introduction.
We were so intimidated by you because you were just like that like sneaky guy that like ran varsity in 8th grade and was super tall and never talked.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And then
you were.
And then I said I was gonna pee on you.
What were you saying, Brian?
I was gonna say, John, was I that big scary guy that, even though you're taller than me, was I that big scary guy when I first met you?
Well,
that
did you
Tim-
pee on him?
I don't recall.
Oh,
No, he wasn't.
No,
No
I don't
comment.
remember.
I think you need to be tall and have a deep voice. I feel like John will be that scary guy. He's played basketball. Yeah.
The thing is, I'm very skinny and break easily.
So was I. It didn't matter. You run 4:45. It's fine.
I blow
should-
away in the wind.
You should just say something weird to someone, and then they'll be scared. That's it. That's the method. And then you get faster. And then you'll run 4:35. And never run faster.
That sadly turned into your life story.
I peed on them, and that sold I sold my soul to the devil. He said, pee on them, you run 4:35, and that's it. You know? Okay, well, this is a good introduction. We should stop talking about this.
Yeah, okay. So I do want to hear about your guys's at the Laux games. What's going on with that? You're running the DMR. What's the plan?
Yeah, so it looks like me and John are gonna run the DMR. I think I'm gonna run the mile, and he's gonna run the 12 leg. And it's actually like a freshman sophomore one upstate. So I think we'll be very competitive in that. I'm excited for it.
So yeah,
Oh, it's
there's a,
upstate.
what's that?
I didn't know it was upstate.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where it is, but I'm assuming it's like some Laux high school. I actually have no idea.
I don't think so. I think Laux games are they're like a big thing. It's something we never got to go to actually. It's like I think it's like
It's a 3.
We qualified for them though.
we did qualify. But
So sad because then COVID
actually,
canceled.
wait, let me look up where that is.
Like upstate somewhere.
While you're doing that,
Yeah,
so wait,
White Plains.
I apologize if you said this, but who else is on that DMR?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I know
you
Broush
guys
is
are
going to
on.
do the 400.
Who
I
is-
don't know who's doing the 800.
Wait, who is?
Broush. I think he did wrestling last year and something else during the spring, so I think he's new. But he's a
Okay.
sophomore.
Okay.
God. Yeah.
And
Nice.
I believe Sam Zucker is in the running for the 800.
Nice.
No
Oh,
pun
yeah.
I
intended.
can see Sam.
If there's one, because I ran my first DMR like a couple weeks ago as well, and if there's one thing that's I mean, I guess it depends on how stacked your race is, but if there's one thing I experienced, it was by the time you get to the mile leg, you're running alone. So
Yeah.
you got to be
I mean,
tough.
if there's 25 teams in this, I think it'll be pretty tight, but we'll see.
Wait, you've never run a DMR?
No.
No, I'm talking to Anthony.
I've run
I'm surprised.
DMR. Yeah.
Really?
What
I
did
think
you-
I ran one before.
The DMR wasn't a thing last year with COVID.
Yeah,
No,
it was like
it wasn't a
no-
thing. I guess I ran it in like 10th grade, I guess. So maybe that's why.
Okay.
Very slow DMR. But yeah.
Um.
Yeah, I think I oh sorry.
You can go.
Oh, they don't really run DMRs like outdoor very often though at all. Like you have to be at like nationals for that pretty much.
Oh, it's
or
at the big
Laux
one?
games.
Okay.
Yeah, because DMRs happen at the Armory every now and then for like
Yeah.
Marine Corps stuff
Mhm.
like But
Um,
it's interesting that you guys are doing that.
Brian, I have a question for you regarding your training. You ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
So, obviously, your training stepped up a little bit. You're going for that sub 10 in the 2 mile. You're running 40 miles a week. That's a big step up from last year. Weren't you doing like 25, 30 miles a week?
Yeah, I think even a little less than that, probably 20 to 25 at that point.
Yeah. And I mean, you were still able to run pretty fast last year. So, I mean, what do you think, aside from the positive effects in your time, are there any negative effects? Are you feeling good with the training? Like, is everything going okay?
Yeah, I've been doing more this year for like recovery. Like we do a lot of team stretches after practice, which I'm a big fan of. But I haven't really noticed any like lingering injuries or anything like that. Mostly when I feel like pain in an area, I just run through it.
Okay.
Good on it though. I'd suggest. Did you guys roll out like frequently?
Yeah.
Because I think that's a
I like
big.
home once in a while. I wouldn't say frequently.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you ever like have an issue, I found it helped me a lot. I know Anthony's a big proponent of rolling, especially with lacrosse balls.
Yeah. So
Can I ask a question?
yeah, what's up?
Was this a big step up from the middle school? I'm sure it was. I remember I was probably doing like 5 miles a week in middle school, but I'm sure it's a big adjustment for you going from probably running like a few minutes a week to be one of the top guys on the team running quadruple what you were.
Yes. Yeah, I guess so. I never really thought of it like that, but yeah. Well, my coach last year was like really nice, but at the end of the day, she was my Italian teacher, so didn't know much about coaching. But yeah, it would be like probably like a 30-minute day. We wouldn't stretch, and then that was it. Really, it was more just like goofing around and things.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be in middle school, and now is the time like you get a little bit more serious. Even freshman year, you just gotta enjoy it. Don't take it too serious. Like obviously work your butt off, but don't sweat everything too much. Now's the time to have fun, just like in middle school.
Yeah, I think that's a big
sure.
thing too that we kind of carried out through this year. Just have fun with it. I know a few guys last year seemed like they're losing a lot of the fun in the sport. A few guys this year, we have a few seniors that seem they're kind of losing the enjoyment out of it. I think it's important to still have fun, work hard when you're at practice, but still hang out, bond with the guys, and play games once in a while too. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Every team has to have the treehouse.
Yeah, I think
like
that's a
finish.
community we didn't start making until like junior, senior year. I feel like we never really had those like outside of track moments, but I feel like it's so much better when you do because it just makes the team so much closer with one another, especially for relays. You trust your guys so much more, and just everything about the whole team aspect of it is super important, I feel like. So I'm glad you guys are still doing that outside of practice.
Jonah, are you walking home alone in the dark?
I'm not walking home alone now, but it is dark.
John, so you're kind of, this is your first year in the high school team. Is there anything you dislike about the sport?
Not really, besides like some early mornings on like a Saturday, but
I feel you with that.
yeah.
You guys
I
late
need my
What
sleep.
happened to the 10 o'clock practices exactly? Because I'm never gonna show up.
We eradicated that.
What
You've
time?
what?
We eradicated that. After the 5 a.m., like 4 a.m. bike rides in the summer, I'll never be the same.
Okay. You think you guys perform better in the morning? Because I feel like I perform like ass no matter what, even if I get up.
I mean, it's like practice. So, I mean, if it's like a meet, I don't know. I think it's just important when you're having a like big effort in like my like experience to wake up 3 hours like before the big effort. Like I think my race might be at 9 a.m. on Saturday. It's one of the first races, so I'm gonna wake up around like 5:50, 5:45, like before. So
That's
just
what you gotta do.
yeah.
That's what I didn't do last week, and it kills you.
That is
So,
smart.
What time was your race?
What?
What time was your race?
Like 11:30. I
Dude,
woke up like 9:30.
you had to wake up at a solid like 8 a.m. and you would have been fine.
I think
Hey,
on the weekends, like after waking up at like 5:50 every day, I think I sleep in until like 8.
shut up. Oh my God, that's gross.
No, I mean,
I hate morning.
Also go to bed. Also go to bed like once a week at like 6.
I'm gonna leave the Zoom call. You guys are insane.
just like no, it's
You, Anthony.
You're quitting Head Start.
I
I'm
understand
quitting.
that though.
I'm dropping out.
The my roommates, they go to bed probably at like 2, 3 a.m. I turn the lights off at 10:30 and just go to bed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You're like a grandpa.
Well, I mean,
John, what time? I've heard some early good nights from you
Oh.
also.
Now that you mention it, it's almost my bedtime. But
You're a growing boy.
I am. I need my beauty sleep.
you need your
And
I
I
mean,
usually
it's
go
good
to
for
bed.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
most
it's
important.
usually like 9:30 to 5, mainly.
okay. I mean,
Fine.
Wow. I'm in the minority here. Okay.
John,
You guys
say
are
you
crazy.
get out of
5?
here, Renio.
Yeah.
What are you doing at 5 a.m.?
He
No,
goes
you-
on his morning marathon.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
You don't want to know what I'm doing at 5.
I thought you said something like that, John.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think he's attacking.
That's one of the things.
Oh, I think the abbreviation. Oh, yeah.
We got a minute,
Um,
30 seconds left. Does anybody have any last remarks or any last things they'd like to say?
Your haircut looks nice.
Thank you. I didn't. Me or Renio or
Anthony.
I didn't get a haircut.
I haven't seen you in like 4 months.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
Jonah made it home safe.
Oh, Jonah's home with less than 1 minute to spare. Let's go.
Yes.
Jonah, would you like to say anything?
I
How
would
was your
just
week
say,
going?
yeah, good luck to you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are, running so well, and I'm glad that we still have that close team culture. Just best of luck to you guys for the rest of the season. Don't be afraid, run hard, and yeah, you got this.
Good luck with the Laos games.
Fun.
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
Yeah, let us know how that goes for sure.
This is gonna end.
Thank
So
you guys for having us on.
thanks for
Of
coming
course,
on.
John, nice meeting you too. Best of luck to the rest of your season.
Nice seeing y'all. Thanks for having me.
See you later.
You guys.